Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm uploading another video. I'm gonna try and get more consistent with my uploads. It's kind of difficult. Like, I just recorded a video of HBM and Hero Trials and the audio got messed up thanks to Audacity, so I will be remaking that video as well. But today what I want to show off is this lovely Paladin. And honestly, Paladin is probably in my top 5 heroes for favorite heroes. So I'm just going to be showing you guys how you can actually solo a base with just Paladin. He doesn't have to be evolved, he doesn't have to be double evolved. I just like getting mine as high up as I can just to make people wonder what the hell I'm doing with all my resources on broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to 10 of 10 him eventually. I'm going to get this to 8 of 8 eventually as well. Now, people ask me, why do I have Flame Guard? Because when Paladin procs, he reduces damage taken by 90% for 5 seconds. And Flame Guard will actually only work on that 10%. So he's only deflecting 3% of damage taken, which isn't much. So people would rather have Stone Skin, or they'd rather have Tenacity on their Paladin if they were to make one. Now I did this just to see how it would affect a hero like Gunslinger, and so far it's not doing the best, but it definitely deals damage to Gunslinger. But if they have a Bublo, it heals itself, so it's not really great, but it's just something that I want to test out. So I'm going to show you again how to solo the base. Now my Paladin has Life Drain Crest. The equipment is Frost Ward, artifact is Goblet of Life, and his traits aren't the best. I am going for all HP, and I haven't spent since Destiny came out, so it's gonna take a while for that to happen. But let's get on into this. And actually, let's see how my expedition is. Alright, let's go and look for a base that's a bit more difficult to show him off. Now this actually used to be an old Guild War strategy. It's called cheesing. Usually you'd use Dread Drake and you would try to lure out like a ghoul, and then they will pretty much have a stalemate because the ghoul will heal itself, and if you have Life Drain on Dread Drake is just gonna keep hitting. But since Dread Drake has his proc, that's an auto proc, it actually works to his benefit, and you'll actually 3-flame the base eventually. Okay, so this is a perfect base to do this on. I don't see a Gunslinger, and people are like, oh well, if I had the Lil Nick, you can solo the base, and actually, Lil Nick makes it better. Alright, so we might be here for a while, because it does take a while for a Paladin to solo the base. But if you actually see Lil Nick on the base, it helps because he stops Paladin for a while, which gives you more time more time for the Doom Balloon to do his thing, right? So now what I'm hoping for is we destroy that gold mine over there, and then he'll just attack a wall and you'll 3-flame this base. So even if you were a lower level, you could still 3-flame this base, because Paladin, with his skill, doesn't take a lot of damage, and it's just very, very helpful when you're doing a cheesing strat like this. But it's not cheesing the way it used to be. Okay, so now he's just gonna attack this wall with the Life Drain and Goblet of Life. He's not gonna take too much damage. But once we get into the wall, we might actually be in a bit of trouble, just because we're gonna head straight for the Anubis. Okay, so if Doom Balloon takes out what we're targeting, we'll go ahead and go to that Mana Mill, which will actually be a bit better. Okay, but as you see, pretty simple stuff. You could do this with a green hero if you wanted. I say I like Pally because of his skill. You know, he's taking a lot less damage, so he's not gonna get too affected by those arrow towers, and it's just gonna make life a little bit easier for you. And also, if you did drag out a golem, you could have a little bit of luck on trying to survive it, whereas if you use a green hero, you're pretty much dead. Okay, so here we go. One more proc, I think, and there it is. 3-flamed that base just with a paladin. Now you can do that or you don't have to do. Sorry, I gotta make sense. You can't do that all the time. If they have a gunslinger, that will affect you. This new Dovekeeper hero will probably affect you. I haven't gone up against it personally. If they have a bunch of troops, you can go on that because, again, Doom Balloon won't hit troops. He'll only hit the buildings, and that is another plus to this type of cheesing than with the Dread Drake, because Dread Drake's proc will actually hit heroes and troops. So if they have 200 troops on the base, you're gonna have to proc, you know, what, maybe 50 times to get all those troops off the base before you actually start hitting buildings. And then also Dread Drake could hit a hero. Say there was an Anubis on the other team, like right here. Say this was the base I wanted to go ahead and cheese, and I have my ghoul out here, and you have Dread Drake, and you attack it, okay? So my Gholem's gonna keep itself healed, the Dread Drake's gonna keep itself healed, it's gonna end with a stalemate, but that Dread Drake might hit this Anubis over here, causing Anubis to auto-proc, which will hurt Dread Drake quite a bit and might cost you the battle. Whereas if you use a hero with Doom Balloon doesn't hit heroes, or pet like Doom Balloon. It doesn't hit heroes, it only hits buildings, so you're not wasting time by attacking a bunch of troops or hitting a hero when there's only a building left, and then your 3 minutes is over and you lose. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I like Paladin and why I want to level him up, because it is fun, because I go in here all the time and just, you know, send my Paladin. People ask me about it, and then I get some sort of smart aleck trying to talk, you know, like, oh, he's such a bad hero. And I'm like, okay, let me attack your base. And I do, and then I solo it like I did that last run. And then their talk is gone, you know? So that is, you know, the video. Let's see. Also, another thing with Paladin, if you're interested and are still watching this video, is you actually can farm books off of him. What you do is you just mosey on to your warehouse, and you'll look in your warehouse first, and you might have a lucky Paladin in there. And then what you do is you level it up as high as you can. Say you have 80,000 might, and you only can level it up to 194 before it gets insanely difficult to level him up anymore. Okay, then you just you just spend 1,000 fame on the evolution rune, and you evolve the Paladin. Then you get all the books, then you consume that Paladin, and then you start again. Reason why you can farm books off of him is because if we go here, he's only 1,200 shards. So it's, you know, you're wasting 1,200 shards, or 2,400 shards and 1,000 fame for up to 263 books, each worth 12,000 honor badges. I think that is a really good deal, honestly. So if you're, you know, let's say you're at endgame, kind of like where I am, and you're just gonna stock up on the purple books, these ones, you're gonna stock up on them, and once you roll the new hero, you'll just power boost them all the way to 200, double evolve him, you know, and then he's maxed out in level, where right now I can't do that. If I get the new hero, I only can get him up to maybe level 165 before I have to actually start having patience. So that's another thing with Paladin. It's just easy, he's cheap, If you get Enlightened 5, definitely do that, because it's, again, free books. But yeah. Let me know what you think of this video. Paladin, honestly, top 5 heroes for me. Where does he rank within you? Do you still like Paladin? Or, you know, did you learn anything from this video? Or was it just a random kid talking about a worthless piece of crap in the game of Castle Clash? So, thanks for liking, or thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you want, and if you really enjoy the content, please subscribe.